Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahushua, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahushua. Call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. I'm going to do a quick video. Actually, Salaki, I'm going to give double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that teach well and rule well, the leaders of Israel, and say Shalom to the hopeful elect, the sincere Akim and the Aquathium. That's the sincere Akim that's laboring in this truth, and the sisters that's listening. We'll do a quick video about dreadlocks and even lineups because this is a big controversy, I'll say, in Israel among us Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and the confusion of faces. Everybody thinks dreadlocks is lawful, but I'm gonna prove through the spirit, that it's not lawful. And Samson, he didn't have dreadlocks. Ezekiel, he didn't have dreadlocks. But let me just get to the scriptures. Let me start off with the history. See, this is Queen Shiva. Shiva, she had the dreadlocks. It says the history of dreadlocks is varied and differs depending on who you ask. This then is a summary and compilation of all the different accounts we have been able to locate. It says one account claimed that dreadlocks originated in India, unlike most who cite Egypt as their birthplace. Okay. It says it is likely that this is the spirituality origin of dreadlocks in Indian culture. However, the first archaeological proof of people wearing dreadlocks came from Egypt, where mummies have been recovered with their dreadlocks still intact. Okay, so Egypt, that's where, and it says, I'm gonna read this. It says, it says it is likely that this is the spirituality origin of dreadlocks in Indian culture. However, the first archaeological proof of people wearing dreadlocks, came from Egypt, where mummies were recovered with their dreadlocks still intact. The Germanic tribes and Vikings were known to wear their hair in dreadlocks. And it says dreadlocks. That term dreadlocks, it came from having the fear of God. That's what it says right here. Emulating Hindu and Nazarite holy men, let me read up. It says the followers of this movement call themselves Dreads, signifying that they had a dread, fear, or respect for God. Like the Nazarite vow. But the Nazarite vow, that was to grow your hair, but they'll eventually cut it, and used to abstain from wine, as it says in the scriptures. I'm gonna get this. It says the god Shiva wore matted dreadlocks. Matted dreadlocks. It doesn't say nowhere in the scripture does it say matted locks. You know what I mean? It says locks, and that I'm gonna get into it. It says locks, and that word locks in the Hebrew, it goes back to plaits. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get it. I'm finished reading this. It says the god Shiva wore matted dreadlocks, so it is perhaps the Indians who have the dubious honor of inventing dreadlocks, who could reasonably conclude that the African Egyptians culturally appropriated dreadlocks from them. So it started from the Indians, the East Indians, Elam. You know what I mean? And then it was taken from them, and then the African Egyptians, they started wearing it. And then it says next came the ancient Greeks. You know what I mean? And then it went to the rosters. Even one of the rosters. Let me just get a little history on that. It says Rastafarian movement locks are symbolic of the line of Judah, which is sometimes centered on the Ethiopian flag. That's the Egyptians, man. It says the Rastafarians hold that Haile uh, Selassie is a direct descendant of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba through their son Menelik, me like. Their dreadlocks were inspired by the Nazarites of the Bible. But I'm gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? Because the Nazarites, they had long hair, but they'll cut it after a while, and they had braids. Ezekiel, all these prophets, they had braids. Let me get into it. Judges chapter 16, verse 13, it says, "And Delilah said unto Samson, Hitherto thou hast mocked me, and told me lies. Tell me wherewith thou mightest be bound. And he said unto her, If thou weavest the 7 locks of my head with the web." So if thou weavest the 7 locks of my head with the web, so she had, like I said in the next verse, and she fastened it with the pin and said unto him, "The Philistines be upon thee, Samson." And he awakened out of his sleep and went away with the pin of the beam and with the web. So let's look into this word lock in the 13th verse. Okay. The word, the weavers is 7 locks. So you really think he had 7 big locks? It was braids, man. He even got, let me see if I can pull that up. He even got the ancient, he even got the, they even got the pictures, man. Look, those are braids. You know what I mean? These are braids. No, these are not dreadlocks. You know what I mean? It says, actually, this is ancient African civilization. Yeah. We have braids, man. It's really, yeah, but let me get into it. The 7 locks.
Strong's H 4253. Machlafoth.
Maclafo. And it says braid. Okay. Braid, lock, plait. When you get braids, they're intertwining in their locks. They're not matted. Like dreadlocks is matted. A braid lock and a plait, those are locks also, but those are different kind of intertwining locks. It's still a lock. But Israel, we just confounded, man. We don't know. They don't really know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Let me get another account in Ezekiel 8:3, I believe. Yeah. Ezekiel 8. Ezekiel 8 and verse 3, it says, "And he put forth the form of a hand and took me by a lock of mine head. And the Spirit lifted me up between the earth and the heaven and brought me in the vision of God to Jerusalem, to the door of the inner gate that looked toward the north, where was the seat of the image of jealousy which provoketh to jealousy. Okay, so he was pulled by his lock. And let's see what this word lock is.
Strong's H 6734. Seat Sith. Seat
And it
Sith.
says fringe, tassel, lock. We wear the fringes, and it's a forelock of hair. Now think about this. Now when we all know what fringes look like because we wear fringes. You know what I'm saying? Fringes, those are an example of a lock, but how they intertwine with each other. You know what I'm saying? And you can unloose the fringe. You know, it's the same thing. So he had braids, man, or plaits. None of the prophets had locks. It's another one in Ezekiel. Ezekiel 44. Ezekiel 44 and 20, it says, neither shall they shave their heads, nor suffer their locks to grow long. They shall only poll their hair. Now let's dissect that. It says, neither shall they shave their heads. Cause I believe this is a Nazarite vow also. Nor suffer their locks to grow long. So, and see, we're not supposed to have long hair. That's never been one of our customs to have long hair like a female. You know what I'm saying? And let's look at that word lock. It says hair, long hair of head, locks. And locks, that's like the intertwining, like the fringe. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if another. It says they shall only poll to cut, clip, trim. You see? Let me go on that New Testament. First Corinthians 11 and 13. It says, "Judge in yourself, is it comely that a woman pray unto God uncovered? Doeth not nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him? But if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her, for her hair is given for a covering." So it's a shame for a man to have long hair. So that's why even the Nazarites, they had to cut their hair after a while, trim it. You know what I mean? They like to have, a lot of our people, they like to have these long dreadlocks. That's never been our custom. Let me see if I can get something else. Yeah, let me get it. Okay. So it came from, dreadlocks started from the East Indians and the Africans. They also, and the Egyptians, they also adopted that. And what the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai said, Leviticus 18:1, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, I am Yahweh your power. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do. Okay, let me read that again. Verse 3. After the doings of the land of Egypt, in that history, it said what the Egyptian mummies, they was dug up and still had the dreadlocks still intact. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he said, after the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt shall ye not do, and after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do, neither shall ye walk in their ordinances, in their ways. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know. Now let's get to lineups, cause they got a hard time dealing with this one too. Leviticus 19:27, it says, "Ye shall not round the corners of your head, neither shall there mar the corners of your beard." Okay. Now, when you get a haircut, let me just get a quick example. Now, when you get a haircut and they line your hair, do they not put the alcohol and it burns? You know what I mean? You know why they doing that? Because your skin is cut. Okay? You cut it into your skin. And it says, "Ye shall not round the corners of your head." Now, let's dissect this. Now, let's dig a little. "Ye shall not round the corners of your." Okay, let's go to that.
Strong's H 5362. Nakaf.
Calf. It
Nakaf.
says to strike. Now, are they not, when they line up your hair, are they not slowly but surely striking it to get it straight? Okay, it says to strike off skin. You striking off the skin. That's why you can't really see it, but that's why when they spray the alcohol, that shit burns. To strike off skin, to go around, compass round, to go around. You're going around to complete the circuit, to round off. You're going around, you're lining the corners of your head. It says, "Ye shall not round the corners of your head." Lineups. Come on, man. It says, "Neither shall there mar." Let's look at this word mar. It says to destroy. Let's check it out. Let me hear it. Shakatha.
Strong's H 7843. Shachath. Shachath.
And it says to destroy, corrupt, to go ruin, decay, to be marred, to be spoiled, to be corrupted, to spoil, to pervert, to spoil, destroy. Right, you're destroying the corners of your beard. You're supposed to let it grow naturally. Come on. It says, "Neither shall there mar the corners of thy beard." What's the corners of your beard? Come on, we know what the corners of the beard is. It says, "Ye shall not make," verse 28 says, "Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai." Okay? So we're not to have lineups. You're not to shape up our beards and shape up our heads. I did the video before, but I just wanted to dig a little bit deeper, see if I can edify the body a little bit more with a little bit of facts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dreadlocks, it started from Queen Sheba, the Indian culture, and the Africans, the Egyptians, and is we obviously I got another scripture. We follow the ways of the heathen. I'm gonna close out with this, Lord willing. Jeremiah 2 and verse 10, it says, "Thus saith Yahweh." Actually, I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, "Hear ye the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." It says, learn not the way of the heathen. Okay. I believe that's it on that. Let me see if I can get one more. I know it's one in Deuteronomy. I'm gonna just get this in Deuteronomy and close out. it says Deuteronomy 7:6. It says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth." So he chose us to be separate. So we ought to be separate. Because we're special to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Holy means separate. You know. Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakak Quadash. Barakta Yahweh, Barakta Yahweh Shai, Barakta Yahweh, Barakta Yahweh Shai. Give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that teach well, the leaders of Israel, and shalom to sincere Akim and Akwathium. To the next lesson, I say shalom.